and I want to welcome you to Launch.
This is Desmond,
And I'm Cassandra.
and this is Side B, and we're going to be right back with Slick Rick.
Did she give you the cue?
Yeah.
Yeah, just one more
Sure.
time, but more energy, more energy.
Yes, okay.
This is Desmond,
And I'm Cassandra.
and this is Side B, and we're going to be back with Slick the Ruler. You're watching Side B.
Okay, thank you. Questions and answers.
It's Devin.
Not to me.
Okay.
Over there? That way? Okay, over there.
Okay. You did a remix of your song Fresh. Tell me a little bit about it. Well, who did you work with on the art of storytelling?
You need to be more lively.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, did you do any of the producing? Okay, well, what's up next for Uncle Ricky? Is there a tour? No? Anything like
You don't even
that?
have a microphone. Huh?
Oh. Ah.
Yeah, okay. Desmond, you gonna open that up? Oh. If you can't get off your room, that's fine.
Yeah, just Uncle Rick.
You want to leave it up?
Yeah, might as well. Look back. It's alright, it's alright.
That's cool.
So, Rick, tell me, what's the difference between this album and the previous albums that you had out?
To me, this is my real second album. The other two, the second and the third album, I didn't like them. I think they was like rushed. It wasn't my full potential. Make a long story short, I think it was junk.
Oh, okay.
But this one here is like my real second album, put it like that. You know what I'm saying? Right.
You did a remix of your song Fresh. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
What it wasn't really a remix. It was like I took Fresh from Lottie Dottie and put it in the chorus with my man Jermaine Dupri. So we just say Fresh dressed like $1,000,000, threw on the valley shoes and the fly green socks. You know, just give a little hype ass chorus. You know.
That's right. Well, who did you work with on the art of storytelling?
I got Nas, Raekwon, Cannabis, Snoop, Jermaine, Dougie Fresh, and if I forgot anybody, no disrespect, but you know, basically I try to cover all the bases. You know what I mean?
That's right. Did you do any of the producing yourself?
On YYY, I produced that one. You know what I mean? And I worked with like the new producers. You know, I took all the elements. You know what I'm saying? Work with all the the '90s cats that's making all the ruckus. You know what I'm saying? Grease, Clark Kent, and some more thirsty ones, Raymond Deal. You know, so I just covered all the bases. I just let me just produce a whole joint. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm so selfish, get all the money tip. You know what I'm saying? So, right up.
That's right. So what's next for you?
Well, next for Rick is more platinum jewelry. Just get more jewelry, more now. For real, just to go out there, you know, probably start touring, you know what I mean? Let the public see the show with the album, you know what I mean? And just God willing, everything work out.
So, how did you feel working with a lot of the new rappers now that's under Def Jam and a lot of the people like Outkast, Dougie Fresh, Jermaine Dupri, and so forth?
It was fun, you know what I mean? Because they have their own character, their own style, their own rap skills, etc., etc. And it's like a combination, you know. They're the future, and we're, you know, just combination of whatever's clever. So it was definitely an honor to work with all the new cats, you know what I mean?
So, dealing with the fresh, dealing with the Rick from then and up to now, do you think it's a difference, a big difference, or is just more
I basically stayed to the roots of what made me famous, or what gave me my fans in the first place. I think that there's still a market for rap storytelling. You know what I mean? And rap vision. You know, I'm on vision. I try to bring vision into the stories, and humor. You know what I mean? So I think that market is still there. You know what I mean? With the success of like other rappers that have covered certain records and done pretty good with them. You know what I mean? So I think the market is still there. You know what I mean? And I'm honored that rappers even did that too. By the way,
Do you feel that the rappers from compared to then and now, the rappers now are a little bit better than back when rap was in its heyday?
Yeah, the rappers of today are more skillful as far as matching words and all of that type of stuff. I think rappers advanced, you know what I mean? I think anything is going to advance over time, you know what I mean? So I think the rappers of today are a lot more skillful as far as, the intricacy of the rap skills, et cetera, et cetera.
All right. Other than yourself, who do you feel out there right now in the rap game is a complete rapper who has done it all and seen it all?
I think I like Lauryn Hill. I like Busta Rhymes. I like Raekwon. I like Outkast, Nas, Quick. I like Quick. Snoop. They all. I think those guys all. They made their ruckus. They made their mark for real.
That's good. And we'll be right back.
Could you have
Oh.
introduce our video?
Yeah. Could you introduce?
It's his video.
Could you? Which one?
I don't know which the new video that's coming
Oh,
out.
it's called Street Talk.
Okay.
That's the
Say
one-
This is
Street
Riddick,
Talk.
yeah,
Okay.
you watch the side B, you about to watch my new video. We can do that.
Okay. One more time again.
My show is Side B.
Side
Side B.
Side B. Okay.
And whatever you want to say, you're gonna watch our video.
Okay.
You're gonna watch my video.
What's up, y'all? This is Side B with Slick Rick, and you're about to see my new video, Street Talk. Check it out.
And
Um,
thank him. Do the ending.
Okay.
Yeah, well, thank you for being on the show
I'm
and
gonna-
all that good stuff.
Okay, I'm just ask one more
You wanna
question.
ask one more question?
Yeah. Okay, and I just want to get, before we leave, I just want to ask you one more question. How was it working with Outkast on Street Talk and also their, I
Their
can't-
record, the other
yeah.
storytelling. It was definitely a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying before, these are the new cats, the future, you know what I mean? They the ruckus of Atlanta. And I was honored that, they allowed me to work on their joint with them, the art of storytelling with the puppets and the whole shebang. And, we did a trade-off. I did one for them, they did one for me. So, with Big Boy, you know what I'm saying? So, it was definitely a pleasure. There was some cool cats, you know what I'm saying? Andre, he's crazy with the clothes and all that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Big Boy, how he get down. So, yeah, it was definitely an honor, fun cats. They bring in their Atlanta slang and all that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And it was a pleasure having you on the show, and
Thank you.
we hope to, see you again sometime.
All right, Father.
All right.
Can I ask one question? In regards to the art of storytelling, you know how you're on a video, right? Well, you know that. You're in the picture. You're in the picture, and then it seems like you're coming out the picture.
Right.
And then you got the little puppet thing. How long did it take for them to make the puppet? The puppet.
I'm not sure how long. It probably took them about a week or so, or maybe even longer to make the puppet. I'm not sure how long they took. I know that we did the whole video in like a day, though. But I don't know. But I'm sure they did a lot of pre-work before we even got there. You know what I mean? See, it was their video, so I really don't know the answer to all of them joints. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thank you.